Okay, so now we've got the alloy. Why is Annette eating... why is Annette eating an emergency ration? Why is she doing that? I don't understand. How could you stop them eating emergency rations? They're not, they don't even give you any benefit, but they last a long time, but they don't make you happy, whereas cooked food does make you happy. Look, she's doing it. They're all at it. And there's like no way you can ban them from doing it. Cooked meals. Raw food. Quick meals, tasty meals, and other. Is it other? Miscellaneous meals. It's a food variety buff. Brilliant. That's what I was going to make. First aid kits. How do we make a first aid kit? First aid kit. Here we go. We should definitely have some of them kicking around. First aid kit limit reached. That's fine, we have plenty by the look of it. Oh, Ken's back. When you hover over the cooked meals, other meals, the pop-up says you can left click to see the resources. Yeah, that's what I just did. The danger is if you turn other meals off and you run out of cooked meals, they won't go and eat something else because you've banned them from eating anything. But you would have thought they'd go through a priority process. Why is there a veggie soup here? Cooked meals are not allowed to stay though. Why is that veggie soup not getting moved? I think because she's busy moving cloth around. What do you get? 14 first aid kits. That's where you go. 14 first aid kits. When are we going to make a room for the new person? Well, the problem is, to make another room, we need stone. And that means sending somebody out to get loads of stone. And that is more or less Ken, and I'd rather Ken salvage. We're not desperate for a second room right now. We can happily live like this for a bit. Insufficient storage went away very quickly. So this is just going to leave a massive hole in the ground when this is done, I assume. With no way of filling it in. You can play warships single or multi. Both is perfectly fine. You can only have up to 3 people multiplayer anyway. Unless you do the co-op stuff. Oh, we've researched the freezer. Game on. $30 alloy and 2 electronics. That's going to take a little bit of time to get. Especially if nobody loads it with scrap. On the plus side, we do have a new solar panel. Looks like he picked up a power cell. Nice. Okay, so we've just got this hole now. It's actually annoying that there's no terrain options where you can't, you know, refill this in or move it around. But yeah, at least you don't have to walk around it. Whoa. No, the storage is okay where it is, unless you mean this. That would be a heck of a move. I'd kind of rather build something here, proper storage. A little warehouse or something. It's either that or we expand the building that way. The lightning does not charge your batteries now. I think the electric the electric furnace. Was there an electric furnace? Maybe there's not actually. There is no electric furnace. Unless you have to research it, maybe. A wedding arch? What? That's a thing? Oh, we never put a sign up. Can we not write on it? A decorative... Or maybe we can put our text when it's made then. Ken's having a meltdown. Cool. Let's send him on an expedition then. Survivor is currently unable to go. Dang it. Oh, he's on a drinking binge. This is actually Ken. He's on a drinking binge. This should be good. He's going to collapse on the floor again. Insufficient storage for cloth? Wow. Really? Blimey. We have a lot of cloth. Where's Raka? Eating. Cool, he's on it. Right, we have plenty of cloth. We're kind of at the end of summer. We should start thinking about making winter clothing again. Because I don't want to go through that problem. Three power cells and one electronic. Straw hats. I don't think we need. I think we're at the end of summer. Don't think we need any more of those or those. A fur coat. What's that made out of? Well, 8 of those. We've got plenty of cloth. 8 fur coats sounds like a good move. I presume you can wear the sweater underneath the fur coat. Oh, you've got to make it out of... No, you can use our cloth. There you go. Fur coat. Unpause that. Fur coat, fur cap, sweater, and then some t-shirts. And then jacket is paused. I hope the solar panel's connected. Apparently not. Apparently it is not connected. Good spot. Don't know how you spotted that. I just find the electric connection not obvious in this game. It doesn't visually show you what's going on. Send him to the spaceship debris and see what happens. Holy moly, look how much cloth we have. 2,246? Thanks. That's bonkers, that is. I feel like the brick is not happening. Neither is the alloy. Like, these are not getting filled up. I would have thought that Connor or Vanessa would be on it, but Connor must be doing cooking and Vanessa must be doing butchering, which doesn't make any sense. Connor is indeed cooking. Vanessa is transporting things around, but not this stuff. She's busy moving all the harvest. No, there's no overlays for that. Like, well, the only overlays you have are cutaway roofing. Then you've got shows active orders, so you can have it like that. Or survivor portraits permanently on or when you hover. Then you've got a resource bar, which I like having. Resource amounts, which I'm not even sure what that does. Shows how much resource is stored in nearby piles. Oh, right, okay. So if you have that on, it does that or that. And then you've got tamed animals. Show the location of nearby tamed animals. Which, you know, we don't have any anyway. Handle is what needs furnace. Handle? Are you sure? Loading up torches, supplying fuel to devices, and opening of windows. Effective devices, rescuing, burying, carrying away, dismantling, handling, and loading pod and unloading pod. That doesn't sound like a handling thing, if I'm honest. Like, putting the fuel in there, yes, that would be handling. Loading the items in there does not sound like handling. Not from that description. You thought it said handle furnace when they load it. But were they loading it with fuel? Well, let's put it on a 1 and find out. What's going on there, Lara? Idle. How can you be idle? There's no way she could be on idle. At the very least, she could have transported any of this. Annette punching a pole. Good job Nova and Vanessa get on. Do you know what? I should have put Annette. I should have put Annette and Laura in the same room. That would make more sense. Hang on, Laura's got a thing for Ken. What's all this about? Quite a few people don't seem to like Laura. You can change what? Well, the mushroom box, I don't know what to say. There's no glitter cap. But now there is glitter cap. So I don't know why it's not been refilled. Again, is that a hauling thing? Guess we'll find out shortly. I found some scrap metal as I could and found CPU cores in good shape. That's a good little find, actually. CPU cores. Does that mean we can actually make something that we couldn't make before? Find produce CPU cores. Well, when Ken gets back, we have them, so in theory we could research sensor device. Well, the furnaces have been done. Next question is, will that be done? Okay, so that is a hauling item, which doesn't make sense to me from the description, but hey ho. You're right, actually, agreeable loaf. You are right about that. That should be over there. That's why it's not been loaded. And the best thing is they won't be able to move it because they can't get to it. So we're going to cancel that and copy it and put it there. Right, is anybody doing tailoring? Because we really, really need some tailoring being done. Waiting materials. See, I think Nova's crafting in preference. Which makes sense. She'd do electronics if you could. Have to make that a 3, and then maybe she'll do the tailor. But then you wonder why Nova doesn't do it. Like, Nova's first one item is crafting and then tailoring. So why don't you do that? Yeah, we could change who's sleeping in the bed. We could put Annette and Laura. We can make that Annette instead of Vanessa. Vanessa in that room. Insufficient materials. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, we should almost have enough for that. If we can make an electronic. What are we waiting for? It's not silicon. I guess it's the alloy. This takes a long time. Do you even need this? I don't think we do. Like Connor now is only handling. For now. Just having a sit down. Now he's going cooking. Yeah, bricks seem to take a long time to make. You'd need an army of furnaces, because... That's ready to harvest nearly. That hay should help us make a lot of brick. Adaldro, thank you for 64 months, by the way. Seems like Ken's taken a while to get back. Oh, that battery's full. Could do with a second one, but resources. There he is. CPU cores. I can indeed, Captain Flint. I can rotate them now. Hey, we've got a fur coat. Getting ready for winter. Shooting star. Meteor with a long tri-blast fan sky. It could be a small piece to be or a genuine meteorite. I mean, what's it gonna have, really?
Who did the high-speed hammer work?
What do you mean? It works pretty well, actually. But ultimately, we can fence this off here and then just remove that entire fence line. Building over this is tricky, but it's kind of doable if you don't mind some elevation. Yeah, it might have good materials, but I mean, is it just the same as what we're going to get from here anyway? Like, is it worth an expedition when we could salvage this? I don't know. Ken's at risk of meltdown. He's just tired. So basically, I think he's telling me that he's working too hard. Not getting enough leisure time. Maybe just like shorten his day a little bit or something. Yeah, true. Waiting materials. What's Connor doing? Handling. Send him now. Hey, freezer's done. Nice. Look at that. We're not freezing the grain as much as I'd like to. They don't need to be frozen. They can be refrigerated. It's under here. Sweet syrup doesn't need to be frozen. Fruits. Frozen fruits are good. Refrigerated is fine. Fine. Needs to be frozen. Cooked meals. Don't need it. Okay. So we're only freezing the stuff that needs to be frozen. So I guess that means what we need to do now is deassign stuff from here and put it into here. Which is really annoying. So we want tasty meals and quick meals in the freezer. We don't want them in here. We also want all meat and bush fruit in here. Similarly, don't want them there, they're not there currently. Meat. Cooked meals. manure. Do you really want to freeze manure? Why not grain? Because we have an insane amount of it, and it will not fit in the fridge. That's the problem with grain. Look how much we have. There's 1,079. I don't know if that will all go into one square in the freezer. I don't think it will. Is that the same as that? Expedition complete. I discovered some interesting rocks where the meteorite fell. They likely contain ore. Collect whatever you can. I've not seen a grain silo. Under storage, there's nothing obvious in that regard. Hopefully we're starting to move things over, but there's stuff in here that needs putting in here. Why not meat in the freezer? The meat's going in the freezer. Look. That's the fridge. That's the fridge, that's the freezer. Trying to make sure that they're separate. One electronic. Look at Nova just making these lovely fur things for winter. Whoa, 99% done on CPU assembly. Nice. 100%. Right, what do we research next then? An advanced research desk. Granted enough CPU power, we'll be able to research stuff quicker. We don't need the heat pump till next summer. The sensor device will be extremely useful. Zero coffee is not as good a stimulant as common coffee, but does restore some energy in the tired body and will slightly improve consciousness, movement, and manipulation. It sounds like something worth having around, but 12 hours. Electric smelting. That was probably a good idea. Do we have the power for it, though?
Paul, you should start moving many of the shelving units to the building to minimize time wasted getting to materials.
I mean, we could do. I'm just worried about... I want that space for more fridges and freezers. I'm kind of worried about filling it up. I mean, I agree what you're saying, though. It would reduce the movement time. I suppose it depends what items we put in there. Like, some of the stuff needs to be near the smelter. Graphene solar cell. 3 electronics to make a graphene panel. I think battery optimization would be extremely handy. But 3 days of research. 3 days. I mean, if you have an advanced research desk, I'm guessing that 3 days would suddenly become a lot less. And that's only a 12-hour thing, so maybe that's worth getting. Let's grab that and see if we can drop this down. But what I was thinking was we'd have another one of those like here, facing it, and then I suppose you could have shelving. I mean, what actual items do we need in there? For example, that requires grain. So all the grain is still better left where the fermentation tanks are. So we don't need that. What would benefit from being over there? I know what would benefit. The oils. The oils, the fruits, that kind of thing. Some of the raw food, I think. In fact, all of the raw food. All the raw fabric and raw food. Why cooked meals on here? That's clothing. And electronic components. They could probably move. This one is raw food. Don't think we want raw food in there. This is all, well, meds and stuff. Tell you what, let's get some shelving going here. We don't want grain, we don't want meat, we don't want veg, we don't want fruit. Oils and fats, yes. Syrups, probably. Cooked meals, definitely not. Raw fabrics, leathers, probably useful. Electronics, yes. Although I would kind of like to have them on a different shelf. Silicon ore, let's think. Your ore is better off not in here. Your silicon is used to make electronics, I think. Manure, no. Apparel, we can keep any of that in here. Weapons, we can keep any of that in here. Medicines, definitely. And other items, yes. So I think that's our list of allowed stuff in this room, and then we can break it up separately. How is that? Oh, the light, really? The light blocks it. Let's move that over. You missed emergency rations. Where was that? I don't know what that is. Bottom of cooked. What, this? Wouldn't the cooked meals normally go in the freezer, though? Oh, no, they go in the fridge. So we don't want them in there. They go in the fridge. We'll let that get built. And get that moved. And then we'll build another shelf here, and then we'll split things a bit. Finding a wall torch. Do we still have those? Consumption 56. It doesn't know where to put those, is it GPUs we just got? Electronics? Which is weird. Yeah, looks like light's been moved. Right. I think I'd like that one to have weapons. Not have the raw food. Do that. So that can be, get rid of those off there. Do that. So you don't even need to put that on here, do we? Electronic. Could have that for the big one. There you go. Just do it that way. So we can have apparel and weapons on that one, medicines and other items on that one, and then all the materials, fabrics, components on the big shelf. Hey, 39 aggressive animals. Woo! Now it's getting spicy. You can't even... There they are. Oh dear. That's a lot of beetles. Gonna need some bigger stuff. $39, man, that's a lot. We'll just park everybody here, start blasting as many as we can. Let them hit the traps, keep blasting them, and then as they sort of come through here, we'll just move. Strictly speaking, we should just have traps all through here. Any chance, Racker, you can actually get on with some traps? Beer or cider? I like cider quite a bit, particularly in summer. But you can't beat a nice ale. If that's what you mean by beer. Like a nice Indian pale ale is great. I also like Guinness extra cold. Is that not ready to be harvested yet? Wow, that was digital rain. Ale's better than beer. I kind of agree. Although a really good beers, you know, some of the German beers, if you go to Germany, they do beer really well. But yeah, a nice IPA. I've actually got some IPA in the house. I'm going to have one afterwards that I got from a local brewery in Tring. If you go to the brewery in Tring, they make some lovely ale. They actually do tours around the brewery, which I've been on. It's pretty interesting. Right, our new shelving's in place. I guess we just need to move everybody over, don't we? So all of that can go over, that can go over. Have to do it in stages, there's quite a lot to move. Rucker doing researching. Dude, will you stop researching? A nice habit ale. Yeah. What's that one that Tring Brewery make? Yeah, I'd like to do the Guinness tour, but then I'd like to go to Ireland and actually try an Irish Guinness. Ooh, got another power cell. Oh, there we go. Game on. Not so keen on lagers. I find them... I used to drink them when I was younger, but too fizzy. Give them a nice friendly greeting. Okay, let's relocate you and you. What a big attack wave this one. Okay. That worked quite well. I think we're going to need to upgrade some stuff though. Ooh, no. Yeah, it's a pretty decent defense. I don't feel like this is that strong. It's kind of showing signs of. I mean, look how far they got. You know, it's like. Ugh. But you know, we have got a fallback position of another run back here. But I think I'd like more traps again. Probably down to like there, just to make sure that we can get the archers back here, kind of thing. Might be useful to have a little cutaway though. Something like that, and maybe put that gate on there, and then get rid of this here. Get rid of that gate as well. Don't need that anymore. Just so that, you know, we can back up and then stand here and just arch them. Yeah, I think floodlights is a must as well. We have to definitely put some floodlights up. Floodlights takes 4 power, 4 power. What's the difference between a lights up a wide area around itself while working? Lights up a wide area in front of itself. Okay. So we could perhaps... Oh, you can't put one in there. Really? Scumbag game. I wonder if they'd attack the floodlights. The angle one seems... That would light up that area, wouldn't it? Seems a bit of a better choice, I guess. For a combat zone. I don't know if they'd attack that, but I suppose we could wall it off as well. We also need to get power to it. I should light up everything in range there. Something like that, I reckon. Animal migration. A large herd of animals has temporarily settled in the area. It's a long way to walk from manure though, isn't it? Let's get power down here. Annoyingly, we need another one linked like that, but we'll have to cut a piece of the farm away. Right, they should start moving that around, hopefully. Hey, farmers do it all the time, Captain Flint. Ooh, 5 electronics. That's a good scavenge. That's a very good scavenge. Now we can build out of the battery. Could even possibly get another wind turbine. Can they sit next to each other like that? Really? I'm surprised by that. Whoa, yeah. Double battery hype. Nova Reach crafting 8. Have we researched the sensor yet? Nearly. I think we need her to switch focus again now. Let's bring that down to like 4 or something. We need somebody crafting these clothing. There we go. That's ready to harvest, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. It's gone. Why are we not harvesting? So we bumped up the assemble. There you go. Let's get some harvesting done now. Well, Vanessa should be doing... Oh no, she doesn't. I know, Venex. I just want to carry on, you know. There's so much to do. Why is there silicon here? Oh yeah, because we said we wanted that. That's fine. This is not being moved quickly at all. What was on the expedition list? Space debris. It is, it's RimWorld all over. Pretty sure there's supposed to be a gate though. Okay, Ken. That's not safe at all. That gun sounds good though, that rifle. And it seems to stun them as well, which is pretty cool. I am not seeing much harvesting going on, and that kind of worries me. Look at the temperature, -2 outdoors. It is getting cold. How many outfits do we have? We have 1 fur coat and 4 coats. That's not great, is it? Cold tolerance, -9, -2. I'll start with you then. You get the fur coat. You get a coat. Where did she get that fur coat from again? Yeah, we really need to crack out some clothing here. It's going to be winter very soon. Creeps up on you. Wait, what is Lara doing? Is she idling? Undraft. What? Oh god, did I leave her drafted? Time to close the windows. This is where we start needing heating. Although luckily enough, we don't need to bother heating this. And we can actually leave that open because it actually is beneficial. The colder the better. I don't think much stuff is being hauled around right now because a lot of this stuff needs to be moved over here. Like there's a lot of stuff that's just completely banned that hasn't moved. I presume that's a delivery job, is it? Or is that a hauling job? Hauling items and material to storage. That's definitely a hauling job. Which means he's never getting past cooking and handling. And she's never getting past hunting. Which is butchering or handling. Bit worrying. When it gets really cold, we can possibly turn off the fridge, but what I'd like to do is build a switch for the heating. Power switch. That we could put somewhere. Maybe here. We flick that switch and tell it to knock all the heaters on. We're doing pretty well for alloy now and stuff. Bricks are slowly building up. Powered device, that's fine. Harvesting is happening. Good. That got replanted. The old glitter cap. Well, we've got 2 full batteries, so we're doing okay for power. I like it. Oh, they're whizzing away. Look at that. Production 46, consumption 64. So it's a slow battery drain, but we are in the middle of the night, so that's pretty good going. Those 4 panels charge these up, no problem. A switch on the floodlights. Yeah, that's a decent idea. I'm not that bothered about leaving them on, but I suppose it would be... Uh-oh. Shrieking noises. Recently, on quiet nights, the wind carries over weird shrieking noises. As unsettling as they are, their source may be even more unpleasant. Is that the game's way of saying, I'm introducing a more powerful bug, since you're getting good at this? I reckon it might be. Do those lights stay on all day as well? I haven't actually noticed. You literally put out the welcome sign. I did. I feel like we need another one of these though back here. Sufficient storage space. For what exactly? That is... what is that? What's that symbol? God, I wish it just let you hover over stuff. It's so annoying. Sweet syrup. That's because I must have banned it. Raw food. Yeah, that's why. That can stay. Look at the snow come in. -3 outside. Where's Raka? How can that be unpowered game? Seriously. It's ridiculous. Right, so that switch activates circuit number 10 for heating. We'll turn it off. Change into 10. Change inactive circuit. Wait a minute. Change the active circuit and change the inactive circuit. How does that work? Is that saying send a 10 signal when you're on and a 9 signal when you're off? Hang on, how does that work? Active circuit. 10. Control circuit 10. I just want it to be an on-off switch for the heater. So turn something on when another thing is off. Right, okay. So I can say none. So you could literally flick the switch to off and it would turn the heating off but could turn the aircon on or something like that. Bruce, thank you for 28 months. Random. Turn off. That's currently on. That's not been changed yet. Can we select all the heaters in the entire building? No, we can't. We can if we do that though. Change their signal to 10. Hey, we got sensor devices. Put some heat-reacting liquid in a glass cylinder, you have a thermometer. Attach a microprocessor to it and you have a thermostat sensor, capable of triggering smart devices in its network at a given temperature. An infrared camera placed on a rotating pylon is all that one must design in order to have a 360-degree motion sensor. Wow. Okay, hang on. So we have a thermostat, a day-night sensor, activates temperature below a given threshold, activates during the night. So we don't even need a switch for the floodlights, we can use one of these. We can have a day-night sensor. But that requires a CPU to build one. Blimey. Well, that can, I mean, that can go anywhere, can't it? Does it really matter where that is? Surely you can put this wherever you like. Defense, motion sensor. Activates when there are hostiles in range. You could even have the lights come on when something's in range, but I think just have it come on at night would be cool. We could have a motion sensor on the floodlights, but that would have come on. Oh, that's not hostile though, is it? So that is active circuit 10, and it's turned on at the moment. And these are turned... That's not working, is it? That's not working at all. Because that switch is currently turned on. Active circuit is 10. These are on control circuit 10. But they're all off. Why do I need a temperature sensor, Stimpy? Can't I just use that? Advanced research desk. Nice. I think we're at the beginning of needing this stuff. Automated turret! Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good. Searchlight. Targeting in the dark is difficult even for automated systems. We require a device capable of detecting movement and illuminating potential threats. No way! A tracking spotlight? Are you serious? Some of this stuff is bonkers. Lost harvest. Following plants have lost their harvest. Oh, whatever. Right, so is that off yet? Okay. So if I turn that on now... Nova played a funny prank on a net. There you go. So when the power switch goes on, absolutely nothing happened. As I said. What do you mean turn the heaters on first? Hang on a minute. That's what the whole point of the switch is, surely. So we've got to turn these on to have the switch turn them off? What's the point of the switch? Turn them off manually. Right, okay. So, right. You've got that sensors on, look. Active circuit. We'll change you to 9. No, 8. Day is on circuit 8. You're on circuit 8. You're also on circuit 8. It's nighttime. Circuit 1 is turned on. But okay, it's telling them what it's doing. I like this. So when that says 8, it'll say it's nighttime. Circuit 8 is on. Gotta wait for people to go around now and switch all these heaters on. Which is the whole point of the switch in the first place. Oh, not again. Aggressive animals. Another one? We're not even cleaned up from the last one. What's going on? I just hope they don't come this way. That could get really messy. I never did build that wall. Well, I think the traps got reset. So they're all okay. They all got redone. It was just the butchering didn't get done. We've even got all these as well, and we've got lights down there. And this time they've kindly waited until morning. It's not too bad. It feels like since I put up the sign saying "Welcome Bugs," they've started attacking more. Right, what are you going, scumbags? Oh, look at this! He's making the fence. Just-in-time fence construction. Unbelievable! Look at this. Wow. Oh, I don't like this. I don't think they know where they're going. It feels like he's going that way, and I don't like that. I think they might have actually gone that way. Which is a bit worrying. Right, you lot. Assume attack positions. Just when we get floodlight working, that's when they attack in the daytime. Let's see how it is. Well done, Nova. Hang on. You get yourself around there before really bad things happen. Get these out of the way. There's the big guy. Oh, 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 I don't like the look of this. Time for you to move. Come on, just click on you. Go there. That little one's moving. It's going to get toasted. There he goes. Ooh! Did you see that? Hang on, there's somebody left. There's always one. Guys! Can you... I'll be there in a minute. I've got a sore knee. Won't be long. Can we just wait for him? No, shoot him before he gets here. Look at the range on those bows. Oh, he's done. He's burger bun. That was his pet that he was bringing. It's a lot more meat. Look at Connor just recessing the traps. Until next time, bad guys, I'll just reset these for you. So the next level up really is to get the fortifications so you can build the high walls, but then you need the towers to stand in so you can shoot down. And then you start to put gun turrets in, so we need to change our kill zone when we've got that. But the traps are a pretty good first point, I think. Like, we didn't even take any injuries. Anyway, we have to stop the fin. That was fun.
That's it,
enjoyed
man.
that.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Oh god, here he goes. He's got a cold. He brought the cold in last time, I seem to remember. Right guys, thank you for watching. I've got a busy week ahead. Very busy. But yeah, we'll have a little bit of an announcement next week when I stream. By the time I stream, you'll have seen the announcement, I think. But we'll talk about it next weekend. Should be quite fun. But yeah, have a great week ahead. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support as ever. All the subs and resubs and the gifted subs, the bits. Appreciate all of it. Can we get some love and GGs in chat for the mods as well, guys? They do a lot behind the scenes. So please send them some appreciation. And yeah, have a great week ahead. I'll get some more YouTube videos out this week for you. And I'll see you all in a few days' time. Phil, thank you for 103 months. I just noticed. Thank you, Phil. But yeah, have a great one. Stay safe and all that. Take it easy, guys. Love you all. Good night.